as I mentioned in the Facebook invite, what I'm essentially doing tonight is a TED Talk. Now, it's not in any way affiliated or approved by the TED people, they don't know I'm doing it. But one of my targets for this year is to give an actual official TED Talk. And in the form you have to fill in, you have to provide video evidence of you doing similar things. I thought, what better way to do that than to actually fill in the talk that I would give. Hopefully they'll like it, and let's do a proper one. For those who don't know what TED Talks are, TED stands for Technology, Education and Design, and they're conferences that are held throughout the year where different people talk about different things of interest. So it's famous people you know, such as Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, etc., have given them all manner of different people. I watched one recently, there was a teenage girl talking about bullying. I watched one a couple of weeks ago, there was another lady talking about her challenges with weight loss. They're basically people talking about ideas worth spreading. And they're filmed on the internet and watched by tens of millions of people. So that'd be quite a fun thing to do this year. So my TED Talk is motivation and willpower. Why they don't work, and what does. So, as any good presentation should start, I think we look at a definition of what motivation and willpower are. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, motivation is the desire or willingness to do something. And willpower is control deliberately exerted to do something or to restrain one's own impulses. Now, both words have become much more frequently used over the last 50 years. This graph is quite a funky little tool that anyone can use on Google, that searches Google's entire database, including scanned books that are on Google, from 1800 to the year 2000, and shows you how frequently different words are used. So that is the percentage of all words in their database in all forms of media for that 200-year period. And as you can see, willpower, particularly motivation, have increased hugely the frequency that they're used, particularly in the last 100 years. And as an interesting comparison, you can actually compare what's happened to obesity levels since the Second World War. Now, obviously not for a second saying using the words motivation and willpower and cause obesity, but I think it's fairly obvious that as an approach, it's not working. So to look back at why that is the case. Now, I think often when we talk about motivation, what we actually mean is willpower. Because really, we all have motivation, we all have a desire to do something. Everyone who comes here wants to lose weight, get fit, etc. We all have desires to make our life better, and in theory we have the willingness to do it. But where we really struggle is what really is willpower. It's that control and exerting something to restrain your own impulses. And the reason for that is the focus of motivation and willpower is all about restriction. It's all about trying your hardest to do things you don't want to do, and trying your hardest not to do things that you do want to do. And therein really lies the problem. There's no expression that willpower is a finite resource, it runs out. No one has infinite levels of willpower. Different people maybe have different natural reserves, but everyone's willpower runs out. And all the research you ever see shows you it's not just things that challenge our willpower and repeat it, but just life does. Stresses and strains of everyday life do. Getting up on time, getting kids to school on time, work, kids home, bath, whatever the challenge you have in your life, all depend on your willpower reserves. So when they're called upon, they're potentially not there. And that's really the problem with that whole focus. If you rely on willpower, it can only get you so far. They'll get you started, but it'll always run out if that's all you're relying on. So what we recommend instead is looking about what you're adding in. So what's called the adding principle. So instead of focusing on the things that you're losing out on and restricting yourself on, it's what you get into your life that's key. And as I explained in a few minutes, that's much more powerful really than the stuff that you're missing out on. What you're adding to your life obviously different to different people, but it's improve quality of life. Feel happy with your body, better sleep, sex drive, reduce aches and pains, blood thinners, etc. And when you get your mindset right, those things are always more powerful than the things that you're missing out on. So these guys here, they've all done that, are on that journey. You can see on the left all those images where they were when they were trying to use willpower and motivation, and on the right is where they got to, or the latest part of their journey. So how do those people do that? Well, the question should really be why. When we looked at why, we now look at the habits that will help them get there. So, for those of you who have been coming here for a while, you've heard us talk repeatedly about your why. Your why is your purpose, it's your reason for doing it. And what people often concentrate on is productivity, the tip of the iceberg. The productivity is the what you do. So it's going for workout, eating certain foods, not eating certain foods, doing a healthy shop, etc. And if you just concentrate on productivity, there's no base for that. Again, it will last so long, but it's not a long-term approach. Having the priorities in place helps drive productivity. Having the purpose in place, having the why, helps drive that. So really, the more in tune you are with your purpose, your why, everything else kind of happens automatically. There's less of an effort. So those who don't know your purpose, your why, it's actually a fairly simple thing to find. What you'll do is ask yourself why you're doing something. Now, it sounds obvious when people first start here, we ask them why they're here, and nearly always the answer is to lose weight. Really, actually, the push comes to show people don't really care what they weigh, what the number on the scale says. If I could click my fingers and I'd magically wake up tomorrow morning and you'd have the body of Brad Pitt in Fight Club or Angelina Jolie, wherever you think looks good, you'd be sleeping well, you'd be in good mood all day, the age levels you want, the loneliness would be gone, but the scales had to be 4 pounds heavier, I'm sure you'd take it. So the easiest way to get a bit deeper is to ask yourself, why do you want to lose weight? Or whatever it is you want to do. And we'll keep asking why, and you're child with us until you can't get any deeper. And we generally find the deeper people get with their why, the more true it is to their real purpose and the real reasons they want to do something, the more powerful that is. So chances are, if you're struggling with everything else that comes with that, you're not quite there with your why. I was talking to someone only yesterday morning, one of the members, who in the past has been getting there, going backwards a little bit, getting there, going backwards a little bit, and she's a lot more in tune with her why now, and I can see straight away that everything else for her is going to flow pretty much automatically. So like I said, keep asking why, till you can't get any deeper. To give you my why, my life's changed a few times over the years. For the last several years, it's all to do with health and longevity. As I mentioned to the blogs, I'm not a religious person. I think that when I die, I'm just going to be eaten by worms or birds, and that scares the hell out of me. I can't think of anything worse. It literally keeps me awake at night. The fact that my kids are going to have to bury me early petrifies me. I want to delay that as long as possible. I want to have as much time with them. I don't want infirmity and illness and old age as little as I possibly can. I don't want to be a drain on them or have to pay for years and years of care for me. All that stuff, to me, is so much more powerful than anything is tasty. When I'm faced with a decision, whether I want to eat that, whether I want to work out, etc., I've done it so long now to become habit, but really I was creating those habits. If I asked myself that question and compared my why to the decision in front of me, it was always a no-brainer. Nothing will ever taste better, no lying will ever feel better than having an extra 10 years with my kids as well, and not being a drain on them or what have you. You'll find it similar. There's no right or wrong, it's individual to you, but the deeper you get with it, the more you really get in there with why you want this, the easier it becomes. And all you need to do then is when you face that decision, take literally 2 seconds to compare that decision in front of you. So it might be whether you're having biscuits that pass around at work, it might be whether you go out with your friends and have 10 pints, or maybe a couple of gin and tonics and a few soft drinks. When you face that decision, compare it to your life. Just take 2 seconds to actually stop and think, rather than just automatically go into your old habits. And you won't always necessarily make a better decision, but I think in a good portion of times you will. But the good news is, you don't have to do that for all that long. After a while, it becomes a habit. I mean, it's so long now that it literally doesn't even cross my mind not to eat healthily or to train or what have you. I had to do these things to get there, but after a while it became a habit. And the good news is, most habits form quicker than you might think. Most research shows that a habit forms around about day 66. That's a tipping point where the effort it takes, the discipline, the willpower, the motivation, whatever you want to call it, where that really starts to level off. So it still involves some effort, some discipline, or what have you, but it's reached a tipping point where it just becomes a habit. Now, imagine all you guys here are already in the habit now, those are actually members, will be in the habit of committee sessions regularly, because you've done at least 66 days of it. If you can get 66 days of other habits, the chances are you'll find it relatively easy. And it's not a coincidence that you do an 8-week challenge, 8 weeks is just shy of 66 days. If you did a 1-week trial, whatever you want to call it, first it's not going to look or feel any different, particularly after a week, but also you haven't really had a chance to form those habits. Chances are, after an 8-week challenge, you're fairly on the way to doing it. So all you need to do is do 66 days of your new habit. That should become fairly easy. Even better news than that is you don't have to get all that far to stand a pretty good chance you get all the way to day 66. Most research shows you actually only have to do a new habit 5 times for it to be fairly statistically likely that you'll then carry on to day 66 and then create a long-term habit. Chances are people who can challenge, if they come to the first 5 sessions, they're probably going to make it to the end. All those that drop out in 2 or 3 sessions. If someone stops smoking for 5 days, they're not necessarily going to carry it on, but they're also not more likely than someone that makes it 5 days. If you could commit to doing your new habit 5 times, you have a pretty good chance of getting all the way to day 66. So that habit might be 5 days of doing something, it might be 5 weekends of doing something. It might be 5 months or 5 holidays or whatever it is. If you can do it 5 times, it's fairly likely you're going to get there. And you get to day 66, habit forms, and hopefully, it's easy like that. So to recap, TED Talk's fairly short, it's supposed to be 12 minutes, I'm on 13 at the moment. The 2 things I want to take away from tonight are to find your why. I don't want to give you 27 different things and you just forget all of them and not do anything with. You go away from tonight and find your why by asking yourself why, until you can't get any deeper, and then just take those 2 seconds to compare that why to the choices that you get to make, and then endeavour to make that a habit. Commit to doing it at least 5 times. That should hopefully set you up to do 66 days worth, which should then lead to a lasting habit.